Welcome everybody to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about the Blue Beetle. I saw it last night and I wanted to share my thoughts on the movie. First and foremost, before we get to it, a little quick background on the movie. No spoilers. I promise I'm going to do a no spoiler review. But the movie is simply about a kid named Jaime Reyes. He come home from college, and unfortunately, has to deal with the hardships that come with life, right? Because life be lifing. And somewhere in the middle of that, he gets kind of caught up in a situation where he has now become one with this technology that turns him into the Blue Beetle. I guess I could say what it is, because I don't think that's spoiling. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So that's the story for the most part. So what did I like? I'll go good, bad, and give my total review. First and foremost, the cast is fantastic. The kid who plays Blue Beetle plays Jaime. He's in the Karate Kid TV series.
A few minutes later.
Wow, why am I having a brain freeze on the name of that series?
No. Mm-mm. No.
Cobra Kai, good lord. Yeah, so he's in Cobra Kai. George Lopez, Susan Sarandon, and a bunch of others. And everybody does a great job. The relationship between Jaime and his love interest is great. His sister, Belissa Escobedo, and what's she been in? Because I was trying to think of this last night when I saw the Hocus Pocus 2 is okay. That's why I saw her in recently. I was like, where have I seen this girl before? And the family dynamic is it though. Like I said this last night in my straight out the theater reaction. Anytime you see the family together, you're in for a treat. What a great story with them. George Lopez, any scene that he's in, he owns it. I mean, he will have you crying. My family and I had a ball watching this movie. Other parts that's good. The fight scenes are really cool. It's comic book stuff, but it's cool. I love the costume. I think they nailed it. My first introduction to this version of the Blue Beetle was in what was that? Batman Brave and the Bold, the cartoon. But then I saw him in the Teen Titans cartoon, not the Teen Titans, the Titans cartoon, Young Justice. There you go, man. So saw him in there, and of course in Injustice, I love playing him as a character. But yeah, so the costume was great. How they made him do the things with the scrape thing. Fantastic. Very comic book accurate. I can't get over the family dynamic though. And it was funny. Like this movie was funny. Susan Sarandon I thought was good. Diabolical and in her ways. The guy who basically is the Blue Beetle's nemesis in this was really good. And their fight scene is crazy. So that's the good. But here's what I didn't like. I'm trying to give no spoilers. The pacing was a little weird. Like it starts off slow, but then, and rightfully so, right? They're trying. This is a origin story, so it starts a little slow as they introduce the characters. But then once it gets going, it gets going. I do think some things were explained a little too quickly. Not to give anything away, but there was some stuff that it was kind of like they just tell you, and you're supposed to go, okay, cool, right? It's kind of like, well, they do this because bam, and you're supposed to go, oh, okay, great. So there was some stuff like that that was really seemed rushed, but it was okay because again, I was having so much fun that it didn't take away from the movie. I think I've seen complaints online. I get it. Like this is a very safe movie. They don't do a lot of risk, but I'm okay with it, right? DC has blown it enough where they needed a safe movie, and this is safe. Safe meaning you're going to see all the comic book tropes that you've seen in other movies before, right? A lot of this stuff is going to seem familiar, but I promise you, it's okay because I don't know if this was meant to be like this groundbreaking origin story that you're going to just see things that you've never seen before. But even though you see a lot of the same comic book tropes that you've seen in all the other stories, what makes it different is the Latin representation in this movie is amazing. And my family is Dominican, so I've been around the Latino culture for a long time now, and so there was a lot of stuff that I recognized. The soundtrack is great. Some of the comedy is 100% dedicated to the Latin culture, and some people aren't going to get it. It's going to go over their heads, and it's okay because there's enough comedy for everybody in this movie to enjoy. There are a lot of older Spanish Latin actors and actresses from the novellas that if you understand what I'm saying, then you'll recognize them and go, oh snap! There's a lot of old school music that's going to bring back some memories for some people. A lot of nostalgia with the Latino community. So that piece right there made this origin story original because the representation was fantastic. What a great job! There's so much stuff, so many nuggets and Easter eggs that if you're familiar, you're gonna love it. And even if you're not familiar, it's still cool. But if you go to this movie with some people that are familiar with that stuff, you're gonna have a blast watching them have a blast. Let me just say that because there's a lot of throwbacks to a lot of different stuff. You're gonna go like, oh, okay, that's cool. It was cool just to watch people react to certain things that even I didn't know about, but watching them react made me enjoy it even more. Fun time at the movie. So anyway, so those are my complaints. So they're not a lot. I I thought it was cool. I thought it was a great time at the movies. I thought the stuff that I guess I complaining about was overshadowed by how much fun this movie is. Um, you're gonna have fun. Go see this. So, what is my review? My review is a 4. I would say 3.5, but I'm gonna give it a 4 because I'm telling you, you gotta see this in theaters. You're gonna have fun. You're going to have a blast. It's a great time, and it's been a while since I've had a great time at a DC film. I enjoyed The Flash, but this was just a ball of fun, and you're gonna enjoy it. So yeah, my reviews are 4. Check it out, The Blue Beetle. Now, as always, do me a favor. If you like the content, you like what you see on the channel, click that like button and click the subscribe button and share with people. Okay. Um, we're up to a lot of great things. Other than that, I appreciate you. Go check it out. The Blue Beetle. It's now in theaters. I hope James Gunn said that you're going to see this character more in his DCU. And I hope that he keeps to that because I want to see more of this character. And I also hope people see this movie and that it isn't another failed DCEU film because James Gunn announced that they're starting all over. I hope this is not another casualty because this is really, really a great film and you should go check it out. Anyways, see you at the next one. Peace.